مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم.
Sayyidina Muhammad Rasool Allah Sallallaho wasallam started his hijrah from Mecca to Medina along with Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala an. He headed to Medina without adequate supply of food. In the middle of the journey, they passed through a tent of an old woman named Ummu in the Ubaid region between Mecca and Medina. It was the village of Bani Ka'b. They wanted to buy meat and dates. Ummu, however, did not have anything to sell or give due to drought. At the tent of Ummu, there was an old goat. It didn't produce any milk. But Rasool Sallallaho wasallam asked the permission of Ummu so he can milk the goat. Ummu said yes, and Rasool Sallallaho wasallam touched the goat in the name of Allah. He said Bismillah, and the goat started giving milk. It gave a lot of milk, which was enough to feed the family of Ummu and as well as Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his companions. After Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam left the tent of Ummu with his companions, her husband Abu Ma'bad came home. He was surprised to see the milk at home. He inquired about it, and Ummu told him everything and narrated Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's characteristics. This is the best narration you can see in any of the seerah books or ahadiths. She describes Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's characteristics so beautifully. She said, "The man who's radiant, his face is fair, his manners are good, his body is of medium build, not too big nor too small. His face is beautiful and attractive. The black and white of his eyes are clearly visible. His hair is full. His voice is somewhat raspy. His neck is slender. The black of his eyes are very clear. The veins on his arms are clearly visible. The eyebrows are thick. His hair is very black. His silence highlights his greatness, and if he speaks, his abilities shine. He is the most charming and most attractive human being seen from afar, and most beautiful and sweet when viewed closely. His words are sweet. He is very handsome, and by only wearing a layer of clothing, none of his words are useless. His words are like pearls coming out from his mouth. His height is medium. To look at him, there is no need to bow or lift one's head like a twig between twigs. If he is the third, he is the most impressive and most prominent. He has friends around him, and if he says something, they are willing to listen to him. If he asks them of something, they would immediately do it. He is always obeyed and surrounded. His face is not sour, and he does not belittle others." After hearing the beautiful description of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam by Ummu, Abu Ma'bad, her husband, was convinced that the Prophet was the man who was being talked about by the Quraysh community, and if he had the chance, Abu Ma'bad himself was willing to accompany him.
Jom ke Relah Nabawiyah, saksikanlah, lihatlah rasailah pengorbanan Rasulullah SAW bersama sahabat-sahabat baginda untuk menyampaikan Islam pada kita hari ini.